There's a question many people carry quietly in their hearts. A question they whisper late at night. A question that comes when you've done nothing wrong, yet everything seems to go wrong. You start asking God questions. God, why are you letting this happen? Why are you letting them talk, lie and laugh while I'm crying? Why are you letting them get away with it? If you are God, if you are powerful and see everything, why not stop it? Why not step in early, shut their mouth, and clear my name right now? But here is the truth most people don't understand yet. God does not rush the process. He reveals the purpose. And one thing about God is this: He will let the whole scene play out, not because He's unaware, powerless or absent, but because when God finishes a story, there is no debate about who wrote the ending. God is not threatened by what they are doing to you. He's not anxious about their schemes. He's not pacing heaven, wondering how these will turn out. While you are losing sleep, God is completely calm. Why? Because He already saw the ending before the beginning. When people mock you, God does not panic. When they lie on your name, God does not scramble. When they screenshot, gossip, whisper and twist the story, God does not intervene immediately. And that bothers us, because we think love means instant defense. We think justice means immediate correction. We think power means quick results. But God thinks bigger. God is not trying to win an argument. God is trying to make a statement. And statements take time. Let's be honest. Some of you are living in a season where people feel bold disrespecting you. They mock your faith, silence and your obedience. They mock your restraint. They mistake your quiet for weakness, your patience for fear, and mistake your humility for defeat. And you've asked God, why are you letting them talk like this? Because if God stopped them now, they will say you were protected by coincidence. But if God let them talk, if He let them laugh and celebrate prematurely, then when He moves, no one can deny it was Him. God lets the mockery grow loud, so the blessing can be even louder. One of the most dangerous prayers you can pray is, God, expose the truth, because exposure requires time. God will let people reveal who they really are. He will let them get comfortable, overplay their hand and say too much. Why? Because God does not expose people with rumours. He exposes them with their own words. He lets them screenshot, gossip, exaggerate, and lie so confidently. And all the while you are thinking, God, why are you letting this continue? God allowed it to continue because He's collecting evidence. By the time God is done, no explanation will be necessary. One of the hardest things God asks His chosen ones to do is nothing. not because you are powerful, but because you are protected. God's chosen ones don't fight every battle. They don't clap back at every insult. They don't correct every lie, not because they can't, but because God said, "Stand still and see the salvation of the Lord." Silence is not surrender. Silence is strategy. While you are quiet, God is working behind the scenes. While you are resisting the urge to defend yourself, God is preparing a defense no human could create. When God chooses you, He assigns heaven to you. You are not walking alone. You are not standing alone. You are not being attacked alone. Every word spoken against you is heard. Every lie told against you is recorded. And every scheme plotted against you is noticed. And God does not miss a single detail. Your enemies think they are fighting you. They don't realize they've stepped into a battle they were never qualified for, because you are backed by heaven. God does not always correct things privately. Sometimes He makes a public spectacle. Colossians chapter 2 verse 15 says, "And having disarmed the powers and authorities, He made a public spectacle of them, triumphing over them by the cross." Notice that word, public. God will allow private attacks so He can deliver public vindication. The same mouth that mocked you will go silent. The same eyes that looked down on you will watch God lift you up. And God won't whisper your breakthrough, He will announce it. God does not bless you too early. If He did, they will say you did not deserve it. They will say you got lucky and it wasn't God. So God waits. He lets them doubt you, discredit you, and bury you emotionally. Then He blesses you in a way that makes them choke on their own words. The blessing will be undeniable, unmistakable, and the favor will be impossible to explain. And suddenly, the story changes. This is the part no one sees coming. The people who laughed first won't be laughing last. The people who tried to shame you will quietly disappear. The ones who felt powerful will be exposed, and you won't have to say a word. God will do what only He can do. Flip the script. What was meant to break you will bless you. What was meant to embarrass you will elevate you. What was meant to destroy you will become your testimony. God gets the most glory when the odds are stacked against you, when the story looks impossible, when the timeline makes no sense and the situation feels irreversible. That's when God steps in, not early, not late, right on time. And when He does, everyone will know this wasn't your doing, this was God. If you are in the middle of it right now, if the talking has not stopped, if the lies are still spreading and the scene is still playing out, don't panic. God is not finished. Hold your position. Guard your heart. Stay obedient and quiet when God tells you to be quiet, because the same God who allowed the sin is the same God who controls the ending. And when he's done, the victory will speak for itself. Stand still and see the salvation of the Lord. Thank you for watching, and may God bless you.